So, Shannon, why do you think LeBron sat for the final 7:51?
Well, it could have been the ankle skill, but I don't believe LeBron James is going to play heavy minutes the first month of the season. It doesn't make sense to me for him to play that many coming off a shortened season. Now you have a condensed regular season, a guy that rolled his ankle slightly, and the last thing that you need, a guy trying to play in a game, Skip, and he tweaks that ankle even more, and now he misses a week or 2 weeks. The last thing that you need is a setback when you're trying to get conditioning. Skip, you know how hard... When you first started coming to the league, Skip, you remember training camp was like 8 weeks. Guys would come to camp out of shape and use camp to get into shape for the regular season. And I believe that's what LeBron does.
Teams will go to Hawaii, or go to Puerto Rico or somewhere else.
Yeah, guys were not, it doesn't take it like, they wasn't as serious about training as they are now. I just believe LeBron is not going to play heavy minutes. I believe he's going to gradually build his way back to where the LeBron that we saw at the end of the season, and he'll be fine. There was no reason to risk him playing any more than what he played, given what had happened. He has slightly twisted, rolled his ankle, and the likelihood of him not playing major minutes to start the season. So I'm good with what I saw.
He did say after the game, I should be fine for Christmas Day. So the ankle was not a huge issue for him. In fact, he was making jokes after the game about his ankle. I'll ice it, then I'll drink some wine that will flow right down to the ankle. Wine heals everything, especially the 4th or 5th class. Well, I don't know.
Whatever. Stop telling the man business.
Okay. So the point is that 2 things have shocked me about LeBron. He is Iron Man. He is the most durable superstar I've ever observed closely. Seriously, in all seriousness. And when he jumped right up from the ankle, I tweeted that immediately. He's the most, he is unparalleled when it comes to impervious to any injury like that. Anything that would knock out some other player, he just jumps right up and kind of shakes it off and walks on it a second. And he continued to play for a couple more minutes, and he looked fine to me. Did you see him limp? No, he limped a little bit toward the bench when he left, but I don't know. Maybe that was somewhat for show. But here's the point, that I am shocked he got out of shape. I'm just shocked. He is, what do we always hear? He spends $1 million a year on his fitness. Well, how do we know that, first of all?
He spent $2 million.
Okay, so he spends, did you audit it? Did you,
$2 million.
You know it? Okay. Why wouldn't he spend who wouldn't? Everybody should spend, every professional athlete should spend $1 million a year. Whatever they make, if they make enough, they should spend at least $1 million, right? It's everything. It's your lifeblood going forward. It will extend your earning years.
If you spend 5% of your annual income, that would be well within.
It's like, why should it only be LeBron who does that, right?
But it seems to be that he's the only one. I mean, I'm sure now, Skip, there's a lot of guys that have trainers on, on call, have personal chefs. It's a lot different. Everybody, even the guys that's not LeBron or Kevin Durant or guys that's making $30, $40 million, guys that's making 5, 10, and rightfully so.
Okay, so I realize it's the shortest turnaround ever. And yet, he's Iron Man. And so I thought, well, he just stays in shape because that's what he does.
No.
He posted a couple of videos. I'm back in the lab. I'm pumping iron. I'm doing whatever he does. I don't know if he does any cardio or not.
Skip, you know one thing, is that it takes you a hell of a long time to get in shape. It doesn't take you nearly that kind of time to get out of shape. And you only get in shape by doing what you do for the sport that you play.
I just thought he was so obsessed with career stat records, which are extremely important to him in the GOAT debate, because it's hard to fight 6-0 with 6 MVPs in the finals, that ghost up in Chicago. And he's got a shot at passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the all-time points list,
right? Do that.
He's got a shot at passing Magic Johnson.
We're gonna do that.
All-time assists.
We're gonna do that
for the Lakers. It's not Stockton, but it's Magic.
Okay? I don't believe anybody catching Stockton.
Right, well, nobody's gonna catch Stockton. I think that's the one record where I say I don't know how you do that. I used to think that about Kareem, but LeBron has a chance, but he's going to have to be durable and consistent in his minutes played. So it shocked me last night that Vogel said after the game, oh, he had a minutes restriction. So I assume he wanted to keep him under 30. So he tweaks his ankle, and he gets to 28, and I think LeBron does what LeBron wants to do. He's the co-head coach. But they agreed, probably on eye contact, okay, that's enough at 28 minutes, right?
Yeah, but Skip, maybe if the game was at, 1 point, like I said, when he sat down, you said it was 7. Now, if he sat down for 3 or 4 minutes, but I could probably stiffen, maybe if it was, they were down by 1 or 2, but it ballooned to like 16. So there's no sense in bringing him back in that situation.
So at that point, did he see the handwriting on the sort of empty Staples walls? Did he just look around and say, we're not winning this game? Because you're only 7 down with 7:51 left. But I would think you'd have a shot.
But that's when he took his break. What were they when he would have normally come back in the game? Were they still only 7 down?
No, they immediately fell behind by 17.
Okay, so see.
Okay, then it was game over.
Right.
What if he had toughed it out and said, I think we could win this
Let me tell you what a guy toughed it out. You remember Giannis rolled his ankle in the playoffs? And he tried to play the next day, and what happened? He ended up missing the rest of the playoffs because he did that. Why would you risk it on opening night? Run the risk of one game. It's one game.
Who's your arch rival? Who's the team in the basement?
Skip, you willing to blow your whole season to beat your crosstown rival?
I don't think he even tweaked it. I think it's just fine.
Skip, you saw that ankle.
He was scoffing about it after the game. I've seen him roll it much harder than that.
See,
that was a tweak. It was a little half roll.
But here's the thing.
I've seen him roll it completely over. He did it in the finals, and I said, uh-oh.
What you see?
And he bounced right back up.
But see, and then if he tweaked, you're like, oh, he overdrew. Why are you bringing it up? Why are you mentioning your ankle? Michael Jordan would have played through that. Now the guy tweaks his ankle. You see the guy roll it. And then now you want him to get out there in an opening night game. One game. I can see it, Skip, if it's game 6. It's game 7. We're in the playoffs. But you're talking about a regular season opening night. You want him to risk further injury to beat the Clippers.
So are you looking down your nose at the Clippers at that point saying, who even cares about you guys?
We never looked at them eye to eye.
Are you just saying, you stepchildren, go back to the basement?
Skip,
you can have this game? Is that what you're saying?
Skip.
Or are you building in an excuse? This is high IQ. This is playing chess. Are you building an excuse for the rest of your teammates to say, well, yeah, we lost because LeBron didn't want to play the rest of the way. So
how can you be on a level playing field if you're 17-0? 17 championships to 0. You'll never be equal. You'll never be seen as a peer. How is that possible?
In their history, have they had Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and Marcus Morris with Ty Lue coaching? No.
Skip, it does not. Skip, you know good and well, it doesn't matter what the Clippers do. They'll never be seen on an equal playing field with the Lakers.
Well, who was the favorite going into the playoffs? The odds makers said Clippers over Lakers.
Skip.
Interesting.
The Lakers.
Everybody was on the Clippers bandwagon.
You know the Lakers are a gold standard franchise. They are a gold standard. The Lakers, the Knicks franchise, not serving the Knicks right now. The Boston Celtics. That's it.
I know LeBron was sipping his wine out of his golden goblet last night.
Hey, gonna have another shot. Gonna have another one tonight, too.
Okay. Let him live. Let him live. He loves his wine.
Living.
He loves his fine things. I mean,
we the champ.
Hey, little wine can't hurt anyone. Am I the only one who enjoys a little wine here? Okay.
I'm going to have a milk bottle when I get home.
Listen up. There is breaking news this morning on the latest wrinkle with James Harden and the Rockets. Guys, some interesting details here. I will share them when we come back.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, and I won't back down.